Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I like to start my day really early because I find that I work a lot better when I wake up early and find that I'm a lot more effective and productive in the morning. So I usually try to wake up around 5:30, between 5 to 6 really, but usually by the time I get up it is about 5:30, and I tend to do all the editing that I need to get done for that day and try to complete all my deadlines in the morning before I even have breakfast. I do have an academic consultancy where I edit a variety of different academic work, which includes PhD theses, master's theses, personal statements, and I write comments throughout and I help students improve on their work. I try to get this done in the morning because it means that my job for the day is done and the rest of the day I can spend just doing what else I need to work on in terms of my business. As a Muslim, we pray 5 times a day. The first prayer occurs before sunrise. Now, when I wake up at 5:30 at this time of year, it's actually too early to pray. So what I tend to do is just get on with some work, drinking some hot water, and then as soon as it's time to pray, I get up and I can pray in the morning. And I really like starting my day like this. I think it's such a great way to begin. I then have breakfast a bit later on. So my husband's got up by this time, he's got ready, he's gone to work, and then I have some breakfast and I usually just sit on my laptop and I just browse, maybe watch YouTube videos or whatever, and then I'll write my to-do list for the day. So today was a Monday, so I wrote my to-do list for the week. So what I tend to do is write a list of things that I want to get up to the whole week. So what are my kind of overarching goals for this week? What do I want to achieve? And then I try to break it down into the day that I'm working. So today was Monday, like I said, and I broke it down into a few different things I wanted to get done during the day. I'm completely okay with kind of overstretching the to-do list a little bit. So I know that I won't be able to achieve everything, but I do try to include things that I want to do in the morning or the afternoon. And then if I have to take something forward to the next day, that's absolutely fine. Monday's also usually my recording day, so it's when I film my YouTube video. I like to plan them and write down a bit of a script, I guess, and so that's what I did here. I wrote down the script of what I wanted to say during the YouTube video, and we actually have a cleaner that comes every fortnight, and she came and gave our flat a little bit of a clean. I can talk about this a bit more in another video, why we got one, but if you do want 2 hours of free cleaning, please see the description bar below. Then what I did was get on with making a media kit. So as a YouTuber, as an influencer, you have to have a media kit, which is a bit like a CV. So when you contact companies, you need to give them that media kit, which shows them all your analytics and your demographics and how many followers you have from different parts of the world, male and female, what your subscriber count is and how it's been growing over the past year. These companies can't see your details as it's private to you, so by you having this media kit, they are able to determine whether or not you are a suitable fit for their company. Around lunchtime, I usually go swimming on a Monday. They have a women's only session in the gym near me, and so I pack my bag usually at around 12:30ish, and I get going, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I find that in the summer months I tend to prefer to go jogging just because it's just nice outside and it's not raining and it's not wet. But when it's winter, I prefer to go for a little swim. I don't know, I just find it so therapeutic, and I just try to do it at least once a week. And then when I get home, again, I pray. Now, one of the reasons why I don't like to go to cafes as much in the winter months is because of this. We, as I said, as Muslims have to pray 5 times a day, and the prayers during the afternoon can have gaps of just up to an hour or even less sometimes, and in the winter. And so it's really difficult to have to keep on getting up, going from cafes and going to a local prayer room or local mosque every single time. So I prefer to, in the winter months, just work at home when I can. And then I have lunch, and it's just a brief little lunch, and then I film. And I prefer filming in the evening when it gets a bit dark because, as you know, in London the sun comes in and out and it's so annoying. So I hate filming in the morning or in the early afternoon, and I much prefer doing it in the evening when I have a lot more control over the lighting. And then if I have time to edit it that day, I'll try my best to, but usually I try to edit it the day after or some other time during that week. And then I look at the time, and it's usually like 5 o'clock by this time, and I think to myself, okay, what is for dinner? And my husband comes back from work around 6 to 6:30, especially because I am at home all day, so it is nice for him to be able to come home to a warm cooked freshly cooked, home cooked dinner, which I don't always do. On the days that we both go to work, we share the duty of cooking. Sometimes he does it, sometimes I do it. But on the day that I'm at home, I feel like it's only fair that I, step my game up and provide a nice home cooked meal. And today I made lasagna. Lasagna is my favorite thing ever to make. And it does take a while, so I try to get up a little bit before to make sure that it's done by the time he gets home. I'm so proud of the way that my white sauce came out. Super creamy, super soft, not a single lump or bump. Super proud. I actually made the bolognese the night before, so I didn't have to actually make the meat on the day, but because I did kind of warm it up in the pan, it did make the house smell a bit meaty. And because our kitchen's kind of an open plan kitchen with the living room, the whole house just smells super meaty. So what I like to do is just put some kind of incense on to burn, to kind of get rid of that smell a little bit. I just put some nice kind of incense smell on, and then I just sat down and waited for him to come home, really. And during that time, I'll either just sit on my phone and reply to emails or something, or go on my laptop and carry on editing, depending on my deadlines. Usually I just carry on editing as much as I can before he gets home, because when he gets home, I like to spend time with him. And then I even managed to bake some cookies. Can you imagine? I managed to bake some cookies today. Once a week we record a podcast. It's usually on Sundays that we record, but if we don't manage to record on a Sunday, we'll do it on a Monday just to get it out before the week begins. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I get up to during a productive day in my life. It really does vary, but this is quite typical of what I get up to when I'm working from home. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.